It should be going live over there pretty soon.
Yeah, it's live now.
So let's see what it's doing here. To put the volume a little bit over here. Is it acting up? Oh, looks like it's going.
Yeah, so right now it's good.
Okay, yeah, that seems to be about right. Go and do that. Okay, so since we're gonna be doing Last of Us Last of Us Part 2 of The Last of Us, however the hell I worked that. Part 1, Session 2, that kind of thing.
There you go.
I guess I might as well go ahead and kind of explain. Since I had a whole weekend to kind of sit and digest, like a whole week to sit and digest what I took issue with regards to The Last of Us, with regards to like the opening of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So to start off with, I liked how they started off us playing as Sarah.
Okay.
It was different. I'm still not certain how necessary it was.
Okay.
Like, I'm wondering if the same effect couldn't have been achieved, but we're playing as Joel. But that's something that you can take or leave. I don't think it's really all that important which character you play in that moment, as long as that moment happens.
Yeah.
Actually, no, wait. Now I'm thinking about it better. It actually is kind of better that we play as Sarah first, because then when Joel has his whole encounter with his neighbor, it's a little bit more terrifying.
Yeah. That's how I saw it too. Because when I first played, like I said, the way I saw it was like, okay.
Want a drink?
Oh no, I'm good. Okay, appreciate that. You see that you see like I guess like you can experience the emotions from this little girl Sarah, and you can hear her emotions and fear of like trying to be protected by her dad. So I think, and I get what you're saying. It wouldn't have been a better approach to do it with Joel, but the way I saw it was if we did, we would get that same emotion from Joel. I mean, we would, but it won't be on a higher.
I think the reverse would be that. I think the counter argument would be that if you play as Sarah, you get the idea that the situation you're in is terrifying, and you really shouldn't, and like you just don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
With Joel, you would have an idea what's going on, but your first instinct wouldn't be terrified of the situation. No, it'd be terrified of what's happening to Sarah. Correct. So I think what they wanted was to have the prior first, and then segue into the latter.
Yes.
Now my second issue with the opening is that at that, I feel like this story just stops.
Okay.
We have this thing. It's a time skip of how long was it again?
20 years.
20 years. 20-year time skip. A bit much, if you ask me. Okay. I think 20 is a bit much, but as the thing with time skips, it's kind of arbitrary. I think you could have just had a time skip and then later on go back and say, okay, but it was actually this period of time. I think just say sometime later, a few years later, whatever.
Yeah.
But, I mean, at this point, it's like, Joel's hinted to be like, what, in his 40s, pushing 50?
Yeah, almost, about 20.
So, depending on what they have us doing in this game, I will go bullshit if I'm like, okay, if he's pushing this age, he shouldn't be doing that stuff. But again, we haven't gotten there just yet.
Yeah.
We get the idea that he's living a pretty underground life, trying to stay low profile from what I can gather. He just does some odd jobs here and there just to barely scrape by living to keep himself alive, but he wants to stay as far away from other people's bullshit as he can.
Yeah.
My problem is with Robert.
Okay.
Why?
As far as so now this is where I saw it. He wasn't really a key player in the game, but he was someone that was on the board to lead to one of the main characters. So what I mean is he's just one of those guys that's just in it for himself. So he's playing both sides of the field. So when that moment came about, and basically when in the beginning when we met Tess, basically she was saying that Robert screwed them over and took their merchandise because they had an arrangement like every month or two. So when she said I found Robert, basically they were on their way to confront him about the merchandise that he stole from Joel and Tex.
Okay, here's my issue with that.
Okay.
And this has been my issue. This is an issue I will have consistently across any medium I see.
Yeah.
At that point, he's a wasted character. He was a waste of space and he'd be in there. What I think would be interesting, and this is again, I have to wait to see how the rest of the game plays out.
Yeah.
I know that the big selling point of this game is the relationship between Joel and Ellie. That's what everyone takes away from it. So much so that, in my understanding, the big backlash of the second game was that wasn't there. When we get to that game, I'll give my opinions on that, depending on how it turns out, and then I'll know for certain if it was warranted or not.
Yeah.
But with this one, I think what we have is that at the top of the game, we are introduced that we have an infection.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to renege on it saying it's a cordyceps because, again, I don't know now, considering that apparently it's, from my understanding from what you're saying, that's what they call it now. It's at the show.
Yeah.
But it wasn't mentioned like that. It's at the game.
Yeah, no, but if I'm wrong, I will admit that. But I clearly didn't hear anything. I recall.
Okay, then I'll have to. Then for right now, we'll just say it's a plant zombie infection right now.
Yeah.
We've established that there is a militant group called Fedra. It is basically the only bit of military left, or maybe the only bit of law and order left in. I'm going to assume in the United States right now. I don't know how far this infection has spread in terms of worldwide, or if it's just localized to America. I'm going to assume worldwide. There's no freaking way that America's going to fall in like in a political era where we have Russia, China, and North Korea as a thing. But we have Fedra established. We have the Fireflies who are fighting against them, and then we have this Robert character.
Yeah.
The reason why I say my pause in this for a split second here.
Yeah.
The reason why I say, because we still have a few minutes left, right?
Oh, yeah.
Get back in. The reason why I say that is because Robert could be a wild card, not the wild card, a wild card. Because right now the wild card inside the story, as far as I'm concerned, is Joel. We don't know what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
We don't know what he's gonna do. But Robert could have been a wild card in the sense that I like the idea that he will take the highest bidder.
Yeah.
And I like the idea that he basically is willing to backstab anybody, including somebody he had to deal with. Why? The reason why I say why that is because depending on what they do with Ellie is at the story. We're at the point now to where we know she is infected, but she's immune to it. Wouldn't it have been interesting or been more storytelling, or maybe more narratively interesting, however you want to call it, if Robert knew and he wasn't supposed to?
What?
Only Marlene, right? What if only Marlene, the doctors that I'm assuming that she's working with, and Ellie knew that Ellie was immune to the infection.
So let me make sure I'm hearing you correctly. So like you were saying that what happened if it would have been better with Robert, Marlene, Ellie, and the doctors, correct?
Something like that.
Okay.
But what I more mean is that Robert is not on the inside.
Yeah.
No one trusts him.
Yeah, of course.
I would establish that he has this reputation where no one can trust him. You just do business with him with the expectation that he's probably going to stab you in the back.
Yeah.
So you have to keep your bid high.
Yeah.
That's how he makes his money. He's not a big player. He's trying to be a big player, but he's not a big player.
Yeah.
But what if Marlene had simply said, I just need you to look after this girl for me. Yeah. I will be back for her later. And somehow, some way, Robert finds out that Ellie is infected and immune. Suddenly, he has a bargaining chip with Fedra. And maybe that's why Fedra is attacking Fireflies inside the city. Because right now, he's just assuming that the Fireflies are this random militant group just going over the top with their tactics. But what if it's like, maybe they are somewhat militant and they have that reputation, and Fedra is trying to feed into that to justify destroying that town he was in.
Yeah, no, I got you. Yeah.
So we would have Fedra now looking for Ellie.
Yeah.
You have Robert trying to get to Ellie so he can still make a deal with them, and Marlene trying to keep Ellie as far away from them by using Joel probably one of the best couriers.
Yeah. But here's my thing though, on that point though.
Yeah.
If Robert knew and he's gonna use Elliot as a bargaining chip, there's no point for Joel then. Because see, Marlene's only focused about getting her back from Robert. You see what I'm saying? And Joel's out of the picture. Joel was only there because in the game because of what Robert stole from them.
Yeah.
Robert stole from Marlene. So what I'm saying, I get what you're saying, which is actually not a bad idea. But my thing is, then Joe be at the picture. Then if he heard rumors about this girl, infected but not
no, I'm sorry, not rumors. No rumors was spread at all. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Marlene hires Joel, knowing that he doesn't know.
Okay.
So it only be so let me clarify then. It would only be Marlene.
Yeah.
Whoever she's working with Fireflies.
Okay.
Robert, who found out by some means he wasn't supposed to, and whatever high-ranking Fedra agent that he's dealing with.
Okay.
So Marlene would hire Joel as just a courier.
Okay.
And so what I would have it be was like technically or somewhat or however you want to say it.
Yeah.
Joel has no direct connection to Robert or indirect connection to Robert before the story starts.
Gotcha. Okay,
so what it would be is that Marlene would hire Joel with the hope that she would be able to throw Robert and Fedra off their scent.
Yeah.
But Robert's smart enough to know that the only courier that you could legitimately trust to get something done and never or very rarely get caught doing it is Joel and Tess.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we would have the game be now again, we're in the opening hour and a half, 2 hours of the game.
Yeah.
So we would have basically, so depending on how the story plays out, this may or may not be sufficient. But what it would be is that we would have Robert dogging Joel and Fedra dogging Joel, trying to get to Ellie, but only Robert has any clue where to get. So he's always a step ahead. Whoever Fedra agent bumped to is just an established outpost who's already there.
Okay.
Now, it all depends on how the story plays out. Granted, this is the idea that the story is more narratively driven rather than character driven, and if it's a more character driven story, this might not be feasible. That was, I think, my hang up with Robert. But after he's gone,
yeah,
and we're just with Ellie, Joel, and Tess right now, I think it's a lot better. It makes me just feel like that whole part with Robert was completely superfluous.
Okay.
Like, even with the whole, we need to get the guns and whatnot, right now it doesn't seem like the guns are that important.
Yeah.
You know, it's just my whole thing is that you should be very careful about killing off a character, because every character you take off the board is potential you waste.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing.
Gotcha.
Anyway, we're got about 2 more minutes. So now that I got that out the way, what do you think? Am I going crazy?
No.
Am I seem a bit unreasonable?
No. I can kind of see where you're coming from, but I think it's just I'm not overthinking. I would say it's just like the way I'm thinking is a little bit different. It's just like, it's like how I was like, okay, so when they mentioned about Robert,
yeah,
I'm assuming this is a daily trade off who this person they meet every single day. And I get what you're talking about. That moment with Robert, it's just it was no point in having that moment in there. The way I saw it was like, okay, well, this is a guy that they trade guns, ammo, whatever, on a monthly or whatever day it is. And I saw it, okay, well, their main goal right now is getting their stuff back from this dude who fucked them over. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, well, this is pretty interesting. Now it's not the main storyline, but it's leading to it's still on that same path to the main goal we're trying to get to. Okay. But I do see where you're coming from though, and that actually would be something interesting that I would love to see, and again I'm not and I don't think you're over top. I think you have somewhat of a good point there. I just think from my perspective, I think Robert was somewhat important, not to the full extent, the full extent, but somewhat important. Just as far as this narrative alone is part. But if it was the other that you just mentioned, then yes, it would be up to the full extent, I would say. But this, yeah, it's like it that part could have been pulled out. I can agree with that.
Okay.
I can, agree with that. But I think from what I saw, it was somewhat important. It was so important.
I guess where I'm coming from is that since you have more experience with the series than I do, way more experience.
Yeah.
I basically my experience begins and ends with where we're at right now in the
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
So I'm gonna keep so how about we split fair? We'll keep this idea in mind and come back to it later.
Yeah, that's fine.
But
I like listening to other people's opinions though. Cause I'm always curious to know. Again, people have other opinions. I've heard people's opinions. I have no problem with that. I'm just curious to know about why do you think this certain situation or this certain moment could be either removed or changed.
Because here's why I say that, right?
Yeah.
I'm getting the distinct impression
Mm-hmm.
that this game does not have a very big cast. Most games have in terms of named. And when I say because I mean named characters, not just a voice cast, just named characters who have some effect either on the plot or on our main leads. I don't think there's a big cast. Most games nowadays have casts somewhere between 10 and 20 characters at minimum, or on average. Some have gone higher, some have gone lower. But I feel like with this game, it wouldn't surprise me.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't surprise me if the main cast is basically just Joel, Tess, and Ellie. That wouldn't surprise me in terms of our main protagonists.
Yeah.
With regards to Robert, if Robert has stayed alive, it gives us an antagonist, not an antagonistic force. Because right now the plague is just an antagonistic force, and it's neither malevolent nor benevolent. It's just doing what it does for us in terms of its natural life cycle as it's presented in the game.
Yeah.
Beyond that, don't really know. Anyway, we'll see what happens. We'll go ahead and keep pushing.
Okay.
But yeah, that's just my thinking because I had some time to sit down and think about it over the weekend. Why was that part of the game bugging me so much?
Yeah.
Because it was just that part of the game. It was just that part. Everything else right now, I'm okay with.
Okay. No, but I'm actually really curious to know about your other opinion when we get deeper in the game, especially number 2.
Number 2, I'll admit I am incredibly nervous about. What I have done is I have gone ahead and I've taken some of the more superfluous rumor mill criticisms out of my head.
Oh no.
Home stretch, Tess.
I'm with capital.
Okay. So one big problem that people had, and this is just the superfluous stuff that I'm completely disregarding, is the issue with the new main protagonist being trans. Apparently it wasn't a thing. And the rumor that there was a scene in their design.
Just so it's out there, I can't swim.
Look, it looks like it's shallow on the right side. Follow me.
Okay, not bad. And it also looks like
What do you mean?
I know you guys are getting paid for this, but I'm trying to say thanks.
Yeah, sure thing.
And that one of the scenes was written just so that way the series writer could simulate having relations with one of the actors, and I'm like, that doesn't seem right. So those are some of the big rumors I'm taking out of my head for part 2.
Okay.
I'm only going to judge it based on whether or not the new protagonist works within context to its world. Because this is a problem that a lot of sequels have. A lot of sequels want to do something different, but in doing something different, it feels like it's not even part of the series they're in.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What happens now?
What are you doing, Tess?
Oh, God. Maybe they had a map or something to tell us where they were going.
How far are we gonna take
As
this?
far as it needs to go. Where was this lab of theirs?
Oh, she never said. She only mentioned that it was someplace out west.
What are we doing here? This is not us.
What do you know about us? About me?
I know that you are smarter than this.
Really? Guess what? We're shitty people, Joel. It's been that way for a long time.
No, we are survivors.
This is our chance.
It is over, Tess! Now, we tried. Let's just go home.
I'm not going anywhere. This is my last stop.
What?
Our luck had to run out sooner or later.
You going on?
No, don't! Don't touch me.
Holy shit. She's infected.
Joel,
Let me see.
I didn't mean for this.
Show it to me. Oh, Christ.
Oops, right? Give me your arm. This was 3 weeks. I was bitten an hour ago, and it's already worse. This is fucking real, Joel. You've got to get this girl to Tommy's. He used to run with this crew.
Black boy, you stupid.
No, that was your question.
Black boy, you
I am
stupid.
not doing that.
Yes, you are. Look,
What's up,
there's
Black Boy?
enough here that you have to feel some sort of obligation to me, so you get her to Tommy's.
Yo, I want to ask you a question about this particular scene right here.
They're here.
Damn it.
I can buy you some time, but you have to run.
You want us to just leave you here?
Yes.
There's no way that...
I will not turn into one of those things. Come on. Make this easy for me.
I can find...
No, just go! Just fucking go.
Ellie,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean for this.
get a move on.
Okay, she's going to suicide by Pedro.
We know you're in there. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands up.
What the fuck? I can't believe we did that.
Stop.
We just left her to die.
Stop. Stay close to me. We have to move.
Oh, man.
What's your question?
Oh, so that scene where Tess said, come on, make it easy for me. Do you still feel like they were still friends or not lovers in that moment? Remember?
What? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I believe the question you asked him was if you feel some sense of obligation to me.
Yeah, but the way I'm looking at it, and I'm still thinking it's a love thing because of how she's expressing it through her eyes, and maybe I'm overthinking it.
Took out 2 of my men. Got
Tess.
You, take out the door. You, with me.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I'll admit, I'm not the best at reading that one.
Yeah.
And the way they wrote it, I think they wrote it in a way where you could see it as
Like either way.
Either way.
Yeah, okay.
Or maybe at the book. Not definitely right. You're right.
Oh.
You could basically see it as maybe they are lovers, maybe they are just friends, maybe they're somewhere in between.
Yeah.
But
you never know. Like that's up to the gamer. Which is
Yeah.
why like for me, I appreciate that though.
Yeah.
It gives you your own type of thinking.
Yeah, and again, maybe on a couple more playthroughs,
What do we do?
maybe some extended media. I don't know.
Yeah.
Joel?
I got this.
Well, she gets actually really scared.
Yeah, she's good.
So it's interesting to kind of see how that happens.
Search out here.
You.
Go look down
Anyway, Black Boy, welcome in, and yeah, it sounds like you've had experience with this game too, man.
well, see, I think he might be ahead of me a little bit. Don't spoil anything. Either yes or no. Are you ahead of me? Yes or no? Because Brad had never seen it or played it, so that's why I'm saying don't spoil it.
Yeah, we just got done having a whole discussion about one of the opening scenes.
Yeah.
As far as the whole testing thing goes,
Yeah, it's just
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. What it could be is
Yeah.
it could be that you are 100% right, and maybe I'm just missing a few.
Yeah, no. Like I said, like, but honestly, like, I kind of can see where you come from. Like, it could be up for like for anything. Like, it could be friends.
The reason why I'm so hesitant to say that. The reason why I'm so hesitant to say that yes, they are romantically involved
Yeah,
is that the way Joel carries himself around people right now
yeah,
is that he seems like he wants nothing to do with anyone in any kind of serious, like he could get emotionally compromised fashion.
yeah. But do you think because of the way he's acting, because he still hasn't fully grieved over Sarah's death, and all he's known is just anger and grief.
Put it to you like this: what you're doing right now,
Yes.
where he's crouched, and the way that Ellie's kind of like knelt like underneath him.
Yeah.
That to me says more about his grief level than anything he has done throughout the game, throughout the story,
Yeah.
narrative life. Because right now it's like Ellie is basically huddled next to him, and he is basically like, it's not even like a whole like adult protecting a child situation. It is literally like is a father protecting his daughter situation.
Yeah.
And I feel like, because how it is traditionally depicted in these stories is that when someone loses a child,
Yeah.
the last thing on their mind is engaging in a practice that could possibly make another one.
Yeah.
Come on.
Whereas if they lost a lover, that's something else entirely.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm again hesitant to say yes, these two were romantically involved.
Okay, yeah, because like, see, and I'm also now again, I may be really overthinking this. I'm looking at it too as far as for men, we don't express our emotions.
That's right.
Wait.
You're in stealth right now, so there's no point in grabbing that.
Yeah, and I was thinking like, okay, us men don't express our emotions that well, so I'm thinking he probably did love her in some sort of sorts, but it's just like he has a hard time expressing it. But still, he's still angry from like just with Sarah's death. But I see what you're talking about too, because I did know that just now he was protective over Ellie a little bit, but I don't think he's fully open as he is with Sarah yet. I don't.
Yeah.
Think, yeah.
And again, that's mostly just because Sarah's his own flesh and blood.
Yeah.
She's just a young girl who basically has no guardian figure over her right now whatsoever.
Exactly. Yeah.
What are we doing? Joel, how are we gonna get out of here?
She sounds way out of mind.
Yeah.
After that all.
But see, if you
Stay
you
down. I don't know how
recall,
many more there are.
when she was sitting in that room with Joel, she even said she has not been outside.
Yeah,
So-
she's
so-
not been outside the wall.
Yeah, but either way, she is not. I don't think she's even seen death. Nobody gets shot, nothing like that. I don't think she has. I honestly believe I don't think she has.
No, I do because how else are you gonna get that bite mark on your arm?
Oh, that's right. My bad. Jesus, my God. Okay, now that time I did overthink that. So yeah, that one's on me. But yeah.
But I see you're talking about where it's like she has not.
Report.
Her experience
Not
of
clear.
the world
Target.
begins and
Hold position.
ends with the city that Joel and Tess were in when we started the game.
Yeah.
When we started this section of his life off.
Yeah.
Oh gee, I wonder how that sounded. And gotcha, bitch! I was waiting for it. Like, gotcha, bitch!
You know, so funny. I pressed the wrong button. I was like, "Oh, jeez, no, that's the wrong button. That's the wrong button. That's the wrong button." Because I always think square is to chokehold somebody on a different game. So this one is triangle. In order to grab somebody, is triangle.
Yeah.
That's my fault. But yeah, it's I don't know. I think I like I said, I don't know. I feel attached to characters. Like even after the first time I played it, and I think it's just me because
There's more behind you.
I think
One behind it.
yeah, right there.
Well, Ellie's doing an Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
So here's what I'll say in regards to Because a lot of people are attached to a lot of different games in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
Like for instance, like people heard me gush about Star Wars in more ways than I care to admit. And some people could basically say you're overthinking a game, everything that really is that's like aimed at a younger audience or some crap like that. But at the same time, it's like you like what you like.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah, but
And even if someone doesn't like it,
yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Everyone's on the like and dislike what they want.
Yeah, It's like and the reason I brought it up because like it's like for me, I have a hard time expressing my emotions before. I think me being more open right now dealing with my emotions because I go through a lot of stuff, depression, all that stuff. An emotional game like this will have me attached very quickly, I think.
Well, that's the thing. Video games. This is why it honestly infuriates me when people try to pin games. It's like this is reason why people go on killing rampages.
Oh Jesus!
I'm like
yeah.
no, like these the games are games can use in the healthiest of ways are meant to help us escape from our own daily suffering. And lives. I have almost killed myself twice. In my life.
Yeah.
And it wasn't for video games and entertainment.
Yeah.
I probably would not be here right now.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of where it is. So it's like when people get really defensive or upset about when their favorite franchises kind of go crazy.
Yeah.
I think it's less to do with them feeling some sort of ownership over there.
Yeah.
Over them, and more to do with
The character.
there was not so much the character, but to do like there was a point in their life where they were at their lowest, and it was the only way they got out of there. Oh boy!
Yeah.
Go, better get busting it. You don't just pull up in a Humvee with a 50 cal mounted on top of it and be like, I'm just gonna take my time.
No target. I repeat, no target.
There's a soldier over there.
Copy that. How the hell are you breathing in this stuff?
I wasn't lying to you.
Yeah, that's a pretty interesting way to actually make it, reinforce that
Yeah.
Ellie
Is
is
not lying.
Yeah, is the fact that she can walk into this place where we've established early on that no, you don't just walk into one of these areas without a mask on. She's just like, yeah, I'm fine.
Exactly.
I'm going to assume the DLC probably goes into how she got into that.
Correct. Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
Which makes sense to me because it's like that is a pretty massive plot point that we just don't see.
Yeah.
And obviously, the climax of that DLC should be her getting the infection beginning. It's 3 weeks. So again, she's 14.
Yeah.
She's 14 right now. So that means that as far as we know, the start of Ellie's story was 3 weeks ago. The
Yeah.
start of Joel's story was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It's been on pause ever since.
Correct. Yes. But see, like this type of stuff, I would be scared of, like, because again, the show is like, what's that word again that you said? What was it called again? I'm sorry. The
Cordyceps?
Yeah, cordyceps. Cordyceps is freaking me out because that can actually happen.
Yes, it can.
And it's scary to think that because like scientists need to stop touching stuff that doesn't need to be open.
Well, here's the thing. This has nothing to do with scientists touching stuff. What it would be, well, depending on the show. If it's a show, I probably would surmise it probably like, well, the government decided to weaponize it and whatnot, and this is wrong. Because that's usually how this crap starts off.
Yeah.
What cordyceps is, again, to reiterate this point, is be the last time I bring it up. It is
That's
a
fine.
naturally occurring phenomena in history.
Gotcha.
Okay, how's this work? Okay, it is a naturally occurring phenomena in nature. It is how it is one of, as far as I know, 3 parasitic entities
Yeah.
that infects / takes over the mind of a host in order to reproduce.
Okay.
One is the cordyceps. It is a fungal infection that will invade the nervous system of an ant.
Okay.
Right now, it's only at the ant phase. And since ants have a very rudimentary, very simple nervous system / brain system,
Yeah.
it's very easy to go in and take it over and rewrite it.
Gotcha.
What it does is it goes in, changes the ant's behavior, and breaks it off from its group because ants don't operate on a hive mind. That's a misconception.
Yeah.
It's just that they operate on a collective mindset. Basically, is they follow pheromones. They each are individuals in their own colony, but they're all working to the singular advancement / survival of that colony.
Yeah.
So what this fungus does is it spreads out, lands on one or more ants. I think it spreads them like kind of like a bursting motion. I can't remember exactly how it works. It'll take it over and then it'll make the ant go into a humid place, I believe.
Yeah.
And then it forces the ant to bite down on wherever it is.
Yeah.
And it makes it stay there, where the fungus will then grow out the back of his head, devour the body from the inside out to nourish itself, and then spread again to restart the cycle.
Good lord.
Another one is a fungus that takes over spiders.
Wow.
And what it does is actually probably more horrifying. What it does is, whereas the cordyceps kind of bursts itself into the ant and then bursts and then grows out the back of its head later on when it's ready to grow.
Jesus Christ.
The fungus, the mold, the mold of the spider mold will eat the spider from the outside in and then puppet the dead body around.
Ugh. Oh my god.
The other one is a parasitic worm that only affects snails. And what it does is, you know how those snails have those two big eye stalks?
Yeah.
You want to know how you can tell when a snail is infected with this thing?
How?
The eye stalk is usually thin. It will engorge like this size of like twice the size of its body. And it has like this weird hypnotic kind of glowing thing going on. And what it does is it forces the snail to go up into a high place where it's then eaten by a bird.
Yeah.
And then crapped out the continuous life. Those are 3 that exist in nature.
Good lord.
Now I don't think any of those will.
Hey, look, about Tess. I don't even know what
Here's how this thing's gonna play out. You don't bring up Tess. Ever. Matter of fact, we just keep our histories to ourselves. Secondly, don't tell anybody about your condition. They think you're crazy, they'll try to kill you.
True.
And lastly, you do what I say when I say it. We clear?
Sure.
Repeat it.
What you say goes.
Good.
He's just like,
Well, there's a town a few miles north of here. There's a fella there that owes me some favors. Good chance he could get us a car.
Okay.
Let's get a move on. There we go. Yeah, it'll be faster to go through here.
Now to finish up that point,
Man.
to alleviate your
What?
fears,
Yeah.
Nothing. It's just. I've never seen anything like this. That's all.
Yeah.
So to alleviate your fears, there's basically a very, 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 very small to non-existent chance that any of these parasites are going to infect us.
Okay.
Because our nervous systems and our brains are too complex for them as they exist right now.
I got you.
By the time this will become a problem for us, me and you are going to be so long dead, we'll basically be gasoline for whatever kind of...
Yeah. Gotcha.
So you don't got to worry about it.
Okay.
Either that can happen, or the sun will detonate and destroy the planet. And that's over 50 billion years from now.
Woo.
Don't watch Doctor Who if you don't want to have existential nightmares about the end of the universe.
Oh my Lord have mercy.
And number 2...
Walked in the woods. Kind of cool.
And number 2, about what Joel and Ellie had just there a second ago.
Yeah.
That right there, that actually tells me that him and Tess has something more going on than just being friends.
Yeah.
Because even if it is a friendship there, well, actually, no, wait.
No, because
I'll say there's a possibility.
Yeah.
So I think it leaves a little bit more because you don't have that much of a visceral reaction to a 14-year-old kid who's just trying to comfort you about a loss you just had
Yeah.
if it wasn't a little bit more close to that.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
And number two, Joel. The Joel we're seeing right now is very different from the Joel we met in the beginning of the game because he gave her some straight up like keep your mouth shut and stay behind me advice.
Yeah.
Like if you don't do this, we're both going to die.
Yeah.
So so that's pretty interesting. That tells me that Joel is not a dumb guy. He's a very street smart, very
Yeah.
Why don't you just
Very
take me
nice.
back to Marlene?
If she was up to the task, why'd she drop you off on us?
Well, maybe she's better now.
Kid, I don't mean to upset you, but your friend's chances of survival weren't too high to begin with.
She's a lot tougher than you think.
It don't matter. Because I doubt I can get either one of us back into the city in one piece. Trust me. I wish there was some other option.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel, but okay.
No, I don't know either.
Then again, that's Resident Evil. Ooh, a lot of stuff you can just kind of collect.
Yeah. Now here's the crazy part. Now me playing this with Brad, I've never been in this. No, I'm being legit serious. I honestly, God, I'm being serious.
You are not a very adventurous like the sport of type, are you?
No, cause I'm so story based. So I'm so focused on the story. Like I'm just like I'm missing stuff from beginning to end. And this is that one by the drain. I've never come across that area.
That's why you gotta slow down and take in the sights. Some of the games we're gonna be getting to that I'm gonna be playing is gonna involve a lot of exploration. I'm gonna need you to bear with me when it happens.
Yo. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's why we're
Whoa, look. Fireflies. I mean, real fireflies.
Yeah, I see that.
Sorry. I lost myself for a sec.
Ashley Johnson is such an amazing
Get up
person.
here.
I would love to have met her. I mean, I'd love to meet her.
Is Ashley Johnson? I know she's the voice actress for Ellie, but is she does she still do work at voice acting career?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, she's been doing a lot of stuff with on YouTube, like Dungeons and Dragons. Those
Oh,
stuff.
she streams?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god, yes.
And she doesn't. So means she's a big ass nerd, which actually is pretty good because Dungeons and Dragons is a tabletop game.
Yeah.
Which means she would be able to voice act her character that she
No,
created.
let me tell you, man. That man that she's dating now, he's a lucky man because she's one of those women I would love to date because of the personality for one, but she loves being a nerd, loves being herself. No, but I applaud that. I applaud that.
I like that because I remember being much younger.
Yeah.
You had to hide being a nerd.
No, you
Especially if you were
in high school.
if you were in high school, if you were black,
Yeah.
or you were very athletic.
Yeah.
Actually, not even if you were black. Just if you were a guy in general.
Yeah,
No, not, if you were just a person in general.
Yeah, you had to.
You had to hide basically who you were.
You had to.
Which is why nowadays I feel like a lot of people I feel like are
There we go.
not taking it for granted, but taking advantage of it in a good way.
Yeah.
Because again, I remember all I wanted to do was read my books and left
you
alone,
go.
but I kept getting
Where do you
Bill.
usually
Yeah.
meet him?
Different places.
You've never been here, have you?
I know this is where he lives, but no, I ain't never been here personally.
And that smoke, you think that's him?
Sure as hell better be.
Well, let's go check it out then.
All right, come on.
But yeah, no. What I'm getting at is that if the atmosphere of what we were living in right now was
Yeah.
as we had when I was in high school,
Yeah.
I would not have had to have basically damn near either cuss people out or recede inward
Yeah.
on myself
Exactly.
just to get through high school.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the honest truth though, because actually, you know what? I said that back. For me, it was different.
At least down here in the South. I don't know where it's like another Western country.
Yeah.
But yeah, being a nerd was not something you openly were proud of.
Yeah.
Says the guy who openly read a Halo book in high school.
Yeah, I'll say this. I was a little bit shy, but at the same time I was open about it because I watched Liz McGuire. I watched
Yeah.
Papa Girl. And a lot of people thought when you watch Powerpuff Girls and
You were gay?
no, I mean that too.
That was a big
yeah.
thing growing up.
But people didn't think that. People thought for me I was more of a nerd watching that.
Yeah.
But it was just like I was like I didn't care. But I was like when I was younger, I kind of felt a little bit upset they thought that. I'm like, why? I mean, why does it matter if I watch this or not? It's what I choose to watch.
I was more or less annoyed with the whole situation. Oh, there's some things on there.
Yeah.
I was just more or less annoyed, and being annoyed was losing my default.
No,
Are you
that's
all
not-
right?
I'm trying to learn how to whistle.
Right now?
You don't know how to whistle.
Well, does it sound like I know how to whistle?
Oh, that's funny.
Collect more pills. See if I can scrounge up. Oh, stupid. There you go. See if I can scrounge up with some extra ammo. I only have 3 weeks until the next drop off with test.
Also, her shadow still looms over the story, even in environmental details, even she's not around. Okay.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, did not think she would be dead so soon. But yeah, no, it's like like going through it. It's just like, oh man, it's like the number of because I had a lot of people who basically kind of try to single me out as the kid to pick on.
Wow.
People who were generally bigger than me. Some people who just wanted to be cool. I told you the story about. I don't know if I told you on stream. I told you the story about this burnt black brother who dressed like Carlton and was basically the whitest kid you ever meet. To the point where his own cousin wanted nothing to do with him. Like he would actively not associate with him, which was bad because it's like I associated with my cousin all the time inside high school.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just terrible. Flicker.
Yeah.
I can already tell that flicker. There's stuff in there you gotta get to. So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna do it this way.
It got to a point where it's like he managed to. He was the kind of guy that you laughed at, not with.
Yeah.
And it got to a point where,
Damn.
Oh damn, that was fine. Okay. It got to a point where it was high school. It was my last year of high school.
Yeah.
Um, and I was walking back from school, walking back from lunch, and it was me and two of my friends, Daniel and David. I gotta call them the other two. I haven't talked to them in a long time.
Yeah.
They're Puerto Rican. They moved from Puerto Rico. They couldn't really speak proper English, but I quickly got to hang out with them because they were nerds like me. We love playing Sonic the Hedgehog, so I was able to enjoy life, and they were a lot of fun to hang out. They were really chill. I was having a very bad day. I was having a very, very bad day.
Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, I'm stupid.
Dang.
Oh my god.
I know, right, Ellie?
Oh my god.
And we're walking back, and this guy had managed to ingratiate himself with some of the prettiest girls at school.
Okay.
Mostly because I think this place had something to laugh at, and because one was an ROTC,
Yeah.
and he was an ROTC. Anyway, he thought he was the smartest, the baddest on the planet. But he was one of those guys who was like,
Through here.
he was pudgy
Yeah.
and not very well muscled.
Gotcha. Okay.
He also wasn't as smart as he thought he was, because I routinely argued circles around him in any one of our classes.
Damn.
Give me a second.
Because, again, I was thin, quiet, and smarter than most people in that school.
Yeah.
That isn't me being big on myself. That was something that I
You
could
alright?
legitimately say yes.
I'm trying to learn how to
to
whistle.
might want to reload your gun at that.
You don't know how
Make
to
sure
Yeah.
you have all the
Does
ammo
it
in there.
sound like I know how to whistle?
Remember, always reload.
Yep.
Anyway, we're going back, and he full on burped in my ear.
Oh,
Now, usually I let it slide, let him do whatever. If I was having a bad day, I wanted to crack a joke, make myself feel better.
Yeah.
So I cracked a bit of a joke, it's like, hey, maybe say excuse you when you cut the burps in the ear.
Yeah.
So he's basically like, I guess he figured because it was me, he's gonna try to act all tough for everybody. He's like, I don't gotta say shit to you, I don't gotta do all this. So I turned around as fast as I could, just full blast. And remember, I'm a bony motherfucker.
Yeah.
There's no like you look at these right here. There's no meat on that, and there's a big ass knuckle in the middle of my hand.
Yeah.
I punched him dead in the mouth with his mouth half open, then careening across the hallway into the locker room.
Jesus.
into the lockers. I mean, it wasn't like a soft light like he's.
No, it was hard.
I mean, he lost his balance and fell face first into the lockers.
Here, boost me up.
Only hit him once. Anyway,
No, that's not such a good idea.
and it was in front of everybody. Anyway,
How else is it gonna open
what's
it?
the one for here? I keep, and then we go to class. Substitute teacher is
Yeah.
for science, and he's trying to front on me like he wants to start a fight. And the funny thing is, two of the older girls came in, and they stopped the fight from happening. And because here's the thing, like he was like, "I'm gonna take my jacket off. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
Bradley."
Oh, you one of those, yeah.
And I'm sitting here, my back's to him. I'm ignoring him. He's not even a big threat in my mind.
Yeah.
I put my things on the desk, and I turn back to see him trying to front of me. You ever have someone turn on you with that look of like, Negro, I'm about to kill you right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be a closed casket when I'm done with you. So these two white girls show up,
Oh Jesus.
and they stop the fight from happening. One actively pushes me back and says, "I don't put hands on women. I just let her do whatever."
Yeah.
And my heart is thudding in my chest. Like it's like you can I'm dead certain you could have heard it in the classroom.
Why we
Yeah.
go to Corps.
And another one's pushing him back, but they don't tell me that I'm in the wrong for engaging a fight with them. One of them basically says, "Bradley, he's not worth you getting suspended over." And the other one told him, "You need to stop before you actually get yourself killed."
For real?
So basically, he learned that day that no one thought he was tough. No one thought he was the baddest guy inside the school. No one respected him. Because after that day, it got around like wildfire what happened. Because I did it in the middle of the hallway in front of like two teachers.
Yeah.
And nothing happened to me. Like, no one liked this guy.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
so it got around like wildfire, and everybody's like, at the time, my nickname in school was Swagger Brad.
Yeah.
Some people call me Swag Brad. It's only because I had a limp one day and I walked like a crip.
Okay.
I had a bad limp that day. It was just one of my knees were acting up.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was like, "Hey, Swag Brad, we heard you knocked out Norman," because his first name was Norman. He wanted everyone to call him Tony because he hated the fact that his first name was Norman.
Norman.
I'm not kidding. He was from Tennessee, and his first name was Norman. I'm not even gonna say his last name. Like, I don't want to get in a lot of trouble here.
I got you.
But it was the whitest name you could ever have, and he hated when people called him Norman. He hated it.
I mean, I
So,
would too.
so every time he would crack wise at me, I'd go, "Okay, whatever, Norman," and he would get so mad. It was the funniest thing.
Bruh, get out of here.
Okay, man, I'll see you later.
Good God. Jesus Christ.
Leaving all your stuff behind.
But
That ain't the hard part.
okay.
Yeah, it's Bill's handiwork.
He's been building up this place. Okay. But yeah, no, it was
Just him.
That was crazy.
and all that because I would sit around and read Halo and Star Wars books.
Wow.
I actually like reading in class, and a lot of people. I got called. Okay.
Jesus.
Okay.
What the hell was that?
That would be one of Bill's traps.
Your friend a bit paranoid, maybe?
That's putting it lightly.
Yeah.
What's the deal with this guy?
Well, he helped us smuggle stuff into the city. He knows how to find things.
Let's hope we don't blow up trying to find him.
Just watch your step, you'll be fine.
And he gets wild. Get another ship.
Okay. But yeah, no. Oh, there we go. Crap, can you disarm that?
See that wire?
No, I can shoot it, but
Keep your head low,
not
you'll be
disarm.
fine.
It's not like
Arrow.
Jeez, Bill good with a bow?
I reckon he is.
But yeah, I get it. Like you can't get anything down with it, but you can at least make it not.
yeah.
I would try to see if you can try to make a shiv and see if you can't get into that
That
place.
door, yeah.
Because a game like this, it look something like that would definitely have some goodies behind it.
See, I don't got any materials.
Well, actually, do you even need that much to make it? Yes, you do. Never mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Going back to it, it's like I went in, and after that, it's like again, I would get into fights regularly. Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Look at that.
It looked like he just sat on the roof, just picking them off.
Let me
Yeah.
use that.
Bill's
Pretty
crazy.
good shot with that thing.
How about we just leave this kind of stuff to me?
Well, we could both be armed. Cover each other.
I don't think so.
That's funny. But yeah, no. Going back to it, but yeah, it's like I got called all kinds of things. I had black people said that I wasn't black for like the rain, and I had white people saying that I wasn't black because I didn't act black.
Wow.
so it's like damn if you do, damn if you don't. So
Yeah.
what I would end up doing is like when I look at other black people
Use this.
telling me that,
Yeah.
I would go, you know that your grandmother and great grandmother fought and died, so you could probably you have the right to read. Reading is the blackest thing you could probably do in
It's all
America.
clear. Come on
Yeah.
up.
But they didn't want to hear that, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, I'm going to read the next paragraph. Well, guess what? You got to learn how to fucking read.
Yeah, no, but you ain't lying. No, you ain't lying about that, though. You ain't lying.
And until all like fucking I went, look, say whatever you're gonna say. There's nothing you say to me I haven't heard before.
Yeah.
So it just got to a point where where if it wasn't for that experience, I probably would not come to enjoy what I am right now.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, if people weren't that openly just
Give this baby a
hostile to
whirl.
me for my own personal like interest, because I have the kind of mindset that headshot.
Yeah.
I have the kind of mindset that's like, okay, 2 arrows crossing. Looks like you can get the arrows back.
Yeah.
Um,
If they're not broken.
Yeah, no. Okay,
Now
that's a great
listen.
point. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I have the kind of
Bill
mindset
ain't exactly
that's
the
like,
most stable of individuals. So when
Um,
we get there, you let me do the
listen
talking.
up there.
You understand?
No, that was
I
no,
understand.
oh, I said.
You got to be clear on this.
Look
You,
at blowing out this.
you don't take too kindly
Oh,
to
cool.
strangers.
All right.
Bill's a good guy. He just
How do you
cleaning some
push
time
your
warming
help?
up to you. So,
Oh, like so.
So there should be a help boost mechanic,
Right.
right?
Yeah. So I just press R2 and it heals me up.
No, I mean increase your health bar.
Oh, it doesn't do that. No. Oh, it doesn't do that. No.
There's no increase in health bar.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind then. But yeah, no, it's like I did all that, and the only people that didn't give me flack for reading were other nerds because no nerds didn't really give a damn. They were pursuing for just the things they liked,
Yeah.
and then older black people because it's like well at least he's doing something that doesn't make him look bad.
Sure.
So it's just one of those things where it's like if it wasn't for how I was treated in high school and middle school,
Yeah.
I actually probably would have ended up being a
yeah.
your generic doctor. You know, I would have been your
Those things are kind of awesome.
That's one way to do it.
I would have been just I probably would not be into the things I'm into right
Yeah.
now. Which so in a way I am kind of glad for what I went through.
Yeah.
Like that sees myself being a much more boring individual.
Yeah. That's how I feel about myself too, because.
I.e. read like sports.
Yeah.
See that? Get back.
There's a tripwire down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this work real quick. Because my mother, I'm just gonna be honest, she put me in front of a TV, me and my brother for TV all the time.
Stay
and
close.
All I did was watch TV and play games. If it wasn't for that, I probably would have been, I don't know what I would be, but I wouldn't be the guy I am today.
Come on.
Oh shit!
I got you.
Damn it, Bill.
Oh my god, I hate this part when I first played this shit.
Let me guess. You're not
You
gonna
wanna build
do something
stupid
right now.
traps.
Yes.
There. That fridge, it looks like that's a counterweight.
Okay.
Oh, you need to hurry up.
Cut that rope, and it'll bring me down.
On it.
I'm going to assume that they
Yeah. Not yet. Yeah, oh yes it did. Oh god.
Oh yeah, no, I see them.
Joel.
Ellie? Hurry up, hurry up.
Shit, here they come.
You have infinite ammo on this thing?
Nope.
You guys in a one-hit kill?
Yeah, no. I
No,
just got, yeah, I just gotta keep shooting.
Looking.
Ellie, you're not going fast enough.
Just they,
Come on. Come on. There you go. That was the idea too.
these are running.
Yeah. Now clickers are worse because you gotta really. Oh my god.
This one's there.
Yep.
That means you basically prioritize. Shoot
Correct.
first.
Yes.
they seem to take more damage.
Yeah,
You
because
would think that it would be the opposite.
nah, it's quick as all, hard. Oh Lord!
You all right?
Yeah.
Come on, you can do it.
Oh my God! Come on! Here they come!
Now you're higher up, but she's in the line of fire.
Yes.
Hurry, just hurry. Hey, over here.
That's the problem with revolvers. They're my favorite gun inside of oh, there's my. Oh, never mind. They're my favorite guns inside of they're always like powerhouse guns.
Yeah.
But again, the revolver they have a very long clip. You gotta take forever to reload it. If
Yeah.
you're doing like the manual reload, like
Yeah.
go through right now.
Yeah.
Um,
Ooh, yeah.
right there.
That was luck. That was luck. Yo, I'm back. All right, but boy.
Welcome back. but yeah, it's but they almost always take forever.
Yeah, but ever.
But they are so worth it. Depending on the game. Some games it's like woo! Woo!
Get off your ass on your feet.
Now, ooh, no. Run.
He's like, nope, we're not fighting, we're gone.
Bill, hurry up, Bill. Bill, hurry up.
Get back. Which way? All right, we'll cut through. Come on here. Come on, Ellie. Damn. Where's that goddamn thing?
Bill, hurry up.
You really have to fight a key Bill.
Don't fall down.
Ooh.
Bill,
So basically Bill is like
Oh, gee.
Bill's kinda like
No.
Stay back.
he's like, why did you go in for melee on flicker?
Ooh.
All right. Up there, boss. Damn it, they're coming over. Get through. Keep going.
Ooh. Now, I'm going to say something about Bill. Blackboard, don't spoil anything because Brad has never seen this game or played it, so
That was close.
I'm not spoiling anything for you. I'm just going to say something.
Thanks for the heroics and all. Ellie. Hey, what are you... Joel?
Bill.
What are you doing?
Bill.
Let me go.
Turn around and get on your knees.
Just calm down a second.
Turn around.
All right.
And get on your knees. Don't test me. Just
Take it easy.
any bites. Oh. Anything sprouting?
Oh, God damn it, I'm clean.
If I see so much as a twitch. Ow!
Woo!
Stop! Son of a bitch!
You done?
Am I done? You come into my house. You set off all my traps. You damn near break my shooting arm. Who the fuck is this punk and what's she doing here?
I am none of your goddamn business, and we're here because you owe Joel some favors. And you can start by taking these off.
I owe Joel some favors. Is some kind of joke?
I'll cut to the chase. I need a car.
Well, it is a joke. Joel needs a car. Well, if I had one that works, which I sure as hell don't, what makes you think I'd just give it to you? Huh? Yeah, sure, Joel, go ahead. Take my car. Take all my food, too, while you're at it.
By the looks of it, you could lose some of that food.
You listen to me, you little shit.
No, fuck you! You handcuffed
I
me.
need you to shut up. All right?
Whatever favors you think I owe you ain't worth that much.
Actually, Bill, they are.
Well, it don't matter, because I don't have a car that works.
But there is one in this town.
Parts. There are parts in this town.
Meaning that you could fix one up.
Means with mechanic in his back.
Yep.
All right. If I'm gonna do this, there's some gear I'm gonna need.
All right.
It's on the other side of town. Now you help me go gather it, and maybe I can put something together that runs. But after this, I owe you nothing.
That's fine. A couple of days from now, we'll probably be dead anyway.
Good. Follow me. Whole goddamn town's booby trapped. Best stay right on my ass.
Really
Can't
don't.
miss it.
I knew it.
Can't miss it.
All right. Whatever supplies you may want or need, I suggest you grab them.
Hey, thank you. Ellie, take a look around, see if there's anything we can use.
Alrighty.
That.
But I'm just, again, I'm not spoiling it. I'm just saying this. This version of building the game, I want to see in episode 3. I didn't get that.
So he's not this paranoid. Well, at what point in the story does it take? Because it seems like the reason why he's the way he is right now is because of him living here.
Yeah, but you know those people that like on survivalist, that's what he is.
Was that like his hobby, or did he just become
No,
like that
no,
over the years after this happened?
I think he became that after all this shit happened.
Because this doesn't seem like a survivalist. This seems like a prepper.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Like a guy who's waiting for the end of the world to happen.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
there you go, yeah, there you go.
finally, vindication. That's what it feels like.
It's
And
like,
then he just kind of goes hog wild
Yeah,
and doesn't
but-
realize that his brain is
but-
basically shot the hell
yeah,
in the back.
but I will say there was 1 or 2 elements that were in the game, but majority of it was not what I saw on this part for the build story.
So they toned it back a bit?
No, they
Or did they completely change it around?
no, they completely changed around. Remember I told you that director like tricked us.
Last one hit longer. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, remember I told you that like
The director specifically
yeah,
said I wanted
yeah,
to trick my audience
yeah,
into watching 2 men kiss.
yeah.
So that's okay. So
Yeah.
if I'm understanding this correctly, from that statement and from your reaction to the if I remember correct.
Hey, you know how to play this?
Yeah, pretty badly, yeah.
I always wanted to learn.
Hey, Bobby Fischer, don't touch anything on that board.
Bobby, what?
Hey, just let it go.
Must be a reference to a world-renowned chess player or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that that chessboard is left like that deliberately for some reason. I have to guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it sounds like
Found
the
anything you need?
director,
Good.
in trying to do that trick, sacrificed a key portion of Bill's character.
Yeah, because
Unless, and we'll ask you this question, you can finish. Unless they haven't gotten to that
Leave the
part
door
of the
open.
story.
Got it.
so
We have to cross to the other building.
actually, you know what? I'll answer that question after we get past all the best part because
I believe you agreed.
this will explain everything to your question.
What you should have
So
done was just left him back there.
You weren't kidding about him.
Yeah, he's one of a kind.
I know someone who's somewhat like this, that I can easily see that if this were to happen,
yeah.
Take
he
a
would
look around up
definitely
here.
turn it.
Nothing in there that I need.
Oh wow.
Go ahead, take whatever you want.
Thanks.
So is this actually Bill's house? Or is this just his safe house?
No. Okay, so like.
Or is he referring to the whole town as his house?
No, the whole town is his house.
Which makes sense, because he knows it back to front.
Yeah, because look, because look,
It's just
because
a job.
look.
Simple drop off.
What are you delivering? That little brat?
Haha, fuck you too.
Oh. You know, I hope you know what you're doing.
Are you kidding me with this guy?
So where are we going, Bill?
I had the safe house. More of an armory.
Wait,
Like the whole
I
town.
thought we were gonna fix up a car.
We? You know how to fix it?
Bill, just
Like I said, what I need's on the other side of town.
Joe's the straight man in this comedic trio.
This is my Bill.
We're gonna need more guns.
Okay. Baseball bat?
Nah, I'm not eating Bill.
Is it bad?
It's just it lasts shorter than the actual pipe.
Okay. Well, pipe made of metal, baseball bat's made of wood. Depending on the bat.
Yeah,
And oddly enough, for some reason, in every video game, they don't let you find a metal bat.
Yeah.
I get it, Babe Ruth, but still.
Oh my gosh. That's fine.
to take care of that. Relax, it's nothing.
So, you didn't answer my question about Tess. Yeah, I thought the two of you were inseparable.
See?
she's busy.
Yeah, sure. Busy. Sounds to me like might be trouble in paradise.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, hit pause real quick. Depending on where his story is inside the show.
Who Bill's?
Yes, because I've seen this happen as a narrative device as well as happen in real life.
Yeah.
When someone is isolated for long periods of time without anyone around, our bodies, our psyche just can't handle it.
Yeah.
The fact he's been spending, I don't know how long here, cutting these things, and given the fact he has like all these traps built up, these barbed wire fences and tin walls and all this stuff built up, if I had to guess, he's like this because of all the intense gore he's had to basically mentally block out from affecting him mentally.
Yeah.
So depending on where we're at with inside the show, they might just not have gotten to this rendition of Bill, assuming he even shows up again. Because again, I have not seen the show.
So-
He might
Yeah.
never show up. It
Why
might
don't you
just been
fix
that
one of
minute.
these cars?
Oh my God, you're a genius. I mean, the whole time, why on earth hadn't I thought about fixing one of these cars?
Okay, don't be a dick.
Their tires are rotted and their batteries are dead.
Are you done?
Can't even begin to think what the inside of the engine blocks look like. Only ones making new car batteries are the military. God damn it.
Thank you, bro.
Ooh! Swing, bada bada swing!
Yep, I knew it was gonna bother you.
This. Oh my goodness.
But here's the crazy part. They made those sounds so realistic, it ain't even funny.
I wonder if they got to do this. Because sometimes they'll get like actual voice actors to do the sound.
No, yeah.
Every show.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'll be actual voice actors to do the sound for it, and sometimes it'll be like actual like sometimes it'll be like actual like items.
Yeah.
Like the iconic Star Wars blaster sound. You know how they made it?
Wow.
They took a metal pipe, and then they smacked the support wire that keeps up telephone wire.
Are you
Power.
serious?
Yeah, so like pause. So you know like those little metal wires that hold support wires?
Oh yeah!
You take a metal pipe, hit it, makes a sound.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wanna know how they made the Godzilla roar?
How?
They took a leather glove, coated it in olive oil, and then lightly ran it across the strings of a violin. That is the Godzilla sound.
Get the fuck out of here.
When I found that out, I'm like, how?
Yeah, I'm like,
Who
how?
the gets that idea and goes, this might work?
Yeah, it's like, that's genius as hell.
It was back in 1950.
Jesus.
1954 is when someone got the idea, how do you make this monster roar?
I can't.
And again, I forget how they came up with the idea. Also, fun fact,
You picked a hell of a place to hold up.
how do you think they make Darth Vader's breathing out of it? How do you think they make that breathing sound effect?
I don't, actually, I was gonna say a mask and just start.
Nope.
Understand that?
What
How?
does that mean?
So you know the scuba tank,
Oh gosh.
that air thing inside of it.
Yes.
They put a microphone inside of it, twisted it inside, and then just had him breathe through that, and that's what you're hearing. You're hearing the inside of an actual scuba diving air tank. That's what that is.
Get the fuck out of here. You serious?
Yeah, I wish I was joking.
That's clever shit. No, that's really clever shit.
Yeah, our Darth Vader's iconic breathing
I would
sound
never have thought of that. I'm
is-
like,
The most complicated sounds, most iconic sounds, are made from the most rudimentary things. I forget what the TIE Fighter sound is, but it was something stupidly simple. I forget what it was though. Like I know for a fact that the pod racer sounds is just them recording NASCAR engines,
oh wow.
which is very
Here we are.
easy to kind of see that from.
You don't touch anything. And you close the door? Let's gear up.
What? I need a gun.
No, you don't.
Joel, I can handle myself.
No. Just stay here.
That's the parents in the breast coming in.
It's fine.
What now?
Just wait around for
No,
you two to get me
no,
killed.
Goes on record as the worst
that
fucking
was
job you've ever
parents
taken.
inside coming out.
Yeah.
It's up there.
How in the hell is
Well,
Tess
that is
okay with this suicide mission?
It's actually her idea.
Really? Well, the broad's not as smart as I thought she was.
Oh shit.
But, fuck her. Seriously, you gotta take that kid back to where you found her.
I can't just take her back.
Then send her packing, let her find her own way. Look, let me tell you a story.
Now listen to this.
Once upon a time, I had somebody that I cared about. A partner. Somebody I had to look after. And in this world, that sort of shit's good for one thing. Getting you killed. So you know what I did? I wisened the fuck up. And I realized it's got to be just me.
Bill, it ain't like that. It's
Bullshit. It is just like that. Hey! What'd I say to you when we walked down the steps? What'd I say?
I'm just fixing your stupid pile.
Don't touch. God damn it. You keep babysitting long enough, and eventually it's gonna blow up in your
Bill.
face.
Can we please just get on with it?
Here. Let's get on with it.
Give him a shotgun. So is that the scene they botched inside the show?
No,
Or is that the scene they made the
Before we go any
basis for
further, I
that
got
part of
something
the
to
show?
show you.
No. Like
What
as
you
far
got?
as the basis of him being like this crazy lunatic,
Yeah.
like that part they incorporate in there. But there's another part I want to ask you a question. I'm not gonna say what yet, but we're getting close to there. But if we don't have time, I'll explain before.
We depending on how long it is, we got about another 45 minutes,
Okay.
maybe 50.
Did we start late or did we start on time? I'm trying to
We started like 20 minutes late. It wasn't that bad. Well,
You
no.
gotta be really careful. This thing blows, it shreds anybody standing nearby.
Shrapnel bomb.
Yeah.
Those things are way more deadly than actual explosives.
Yes. Now here's the crazy part. I learned how to make one of those by old Plains game.
I don't think that's how that works.
So we got shotguns and bombs. The hell are we doing with them?
That's like if I were to watch
Caravan
a.
rides through town. I assume they're out looking for supplies. I mean, you'd be amazed at the shit that they overlook.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that's. Well, no,
Back.
they don't.
They were rolling through and they get overrun by this horde of
Yeah.
infected. They were all over the truck. It plows right in the side of the high school. Still sitting there with the battery in it.
So we take that battery and we put it in another car.
Bingo. I wanted to get it, but it seemed too dangerous with all the infected on that part of town. But fuck it. Joel needs a car.
So what if it's damaged?
Nah, those trucks are like tanks. It's just sitting there.
Actually might work.
But yeah, no. So that story he told,
Let's see what we got.
you could easily read that as he has someone he was in love with.
Yeah, but all you can see is just like how he like completely just dodged the questions and let me go for it. Oh,
No, I would hold off on that. Here's because you don't have enough of quick capacity. You're
Okay.
missing something.
Alright.
If I were you, if you're going to continue using the Magnum,
Yeah.
I would increase your reload speed.
Okay, all right.
That's just me personally.
Oh, so you know, okay, it was slow. It was slow. That's right.
But
Yeah.
you also have your shotgun and your hunting rifle. That's what was your bow. So you need a lot more stuff. for
Yes.
that.
So I'll do reload speed for this one.
Wait, before we do that, what about the holster? It's to your left. Okay, so you can't even do that. So
Yeah.
okay, so yeah. 'Cause I don't think you can do anything with the bow, can you? I'm sorry.
No, you go. No, you go.
Okay, yeah.
Not
If you need like wire cutters,
No, I need
tools.
yeah, tools.
Okay.
Yeah, I need tools.
It's
yeah.
just showed off wire cutters. So yeah, what I would usually do, I would probably get like everything up to a point where you just need tools, and then you can just
hold.
from there.
Yeah.
That's how I would do things.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So as you're saying,
Oh no, okay, no. So how I was looking at
oh look, tools.
yeah. when he when he deflected from the question a little bit, it sounded like he was just like not partner, not partner as a boyfriend, but partner as just like a partner in crime, like just like if you and me were in that situation, you'd be my partner as like my backup. You see what I'm talking about?
But the way but again,
This looks like a good spot.
so here's where that doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Okay.
With regards to the way he hesitated on it, now you could also read it as he doesn't want to allude to how close they were, because some people just don't like admitting that they're friends with certain people.
Yeah.
Or they don't like to admit that they had friends. Because some people, from the sounds of things, he's trying to make it out like having any kind of relationship, period,
Yeah.
is a death sentence.
Yeah.
That looks good.
So you could read it as a friend, or you could read it as a lover. But
Yeah,
it
yeah.
definitely seems like he's trying to allude. He's trying to block that he ever cared for somebody in any kind of way.
Yeah.
But also trying to make clear that he did at some point work with somebody.
Yeah, exactly. But But this is what I'm saying. I appreciate them giving the gamer your own thought process or what you think it might be.
Yeah.
But but the thing that angered me in the show for episode 3, they didn't do that. They forced it. They
Kid, I
forced that
swear to
narrative,
God, if you took anything,
Hey, man.
and that I didn't appreciate.
Trust me.
Joel, you are keeping an eye on her, right?
Like a hawk.
He's so done with these two shits.
Like a hawk.
He's so done with
Yeah,
these
no, he's
shits.
really done. He is really done.
Oh, God.
Come on, Joe. You are watching, right?
Like a hawk. Oh god. But yeah, no. Again, and again, I gotta see more of Bill. I gotta hear more about his if they divulge more of his backstory, because again, depending on how deep they go into each character's backstory here, which it doesn't sound like they're gonna go deep into a lot of it. It's probably just Joel and Ellie's relationship as the story moves forward. It seems like right now it's Joel learning about Ellie and Ellie learning about Joel. Bill, I don't know. He probably isn't going to be a main fixture of the story going much longer after this section here. But if we do learn a bit more about him, I should be able to hopefully.
That's not the confessional booth. That's my room.
Right, I'm not touching anything.
It's bed right there. So it obviously shows that there's definitely somebody there, and they're again in a place here. Something old. Runners trigger most of the bombs on the south side of town. It's time to do another one. Don't forget to mark the map of all bomb locations. But again, it's another thing where it's like, I gotta know more. I gotta know more before I can make a decision. But right now, it seems like it is left relatively up in the air.
Yeah.
And you can interpret it as, hey, I had a friend I don't want to admit that I was close to, or I had a lover that I don't want to admit.
Yeah, it's like.
But we also don't know if it was a guy or a girl.
Yeah.
Look,
Oh yeah, it's like,
there's a
but
school.
again, them leaving the decision up to us is what I appreciate.
Yeah.
That's why I appreciate more. When you force that narrative into the show, that was disrespectful to me.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't appreciate. That's why I never watched that episode. I completely just skipped it.
You might want to turn around so behind you. Again, if they lead you one way in games, there's always something behind you. Anyway, Sam?
Yeah, but no, that's why I completely skipped episode 3. I didn't watch it because I thought it was just disrespectful how you forced that narrative on people who didn't want to see that.
Yeah.
I would have been fine with this.
Let's get a
Like-
move on.
Yeah, come on. You don't need to be looking at that.
And again, we honestly don't know. He doesn't allude to the gender, doesn't allude to anything else. All we know is that there was somebody he worked with at some point. Something happened to them, and now he's basically a lone wolf. Very like, I don't trust
It's all
anybody.
new territory to me.
Yeah.
Because for all I know, what he could be alluding to is that this person stabbed him in the back.
Yeah, exactly.
Again,
You don't know.
You walk past him right there.
I did.
Yep, on the ground to your right. There you go.
It's a
Oh,
bottle.
the ball. Okay.
Actually, no. In the meantime, let me. Alright, 2 of those.
I'll do some shit. Sorry.
Yeah.
But that's.
Yeah, but honestly, that's honestly why I want to get to this part because I want to hear your opinion because that's how I felt playing the game. The show episode 3, I didn't feel that. Like that was just a disrespectful slap to the face for me. Like I didn't need to see that.
But what?
Yeah, that the whole point for me doing that, I was trying to shut the one that was in front of me, so he could walk in the opposite direction. But since the little button came up for me to do it, I was straight.
Yeah, you're in that situation. If I were you, I would just skip the shit right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it because again, a lot of people don't want to see that. A lot of people do want to see it. And they hurt you.
Yeah.
Which make doing much easier.
Yeah. Reload speed. Whoa!
I got to your left, you didn't see.
Oh Jesus! I'm like, what?
I'm like, is he not got to his left? I guess not.
Lord have mercy.
But yeah, as of right now, given how ambiguous all of it is,
Yeah.
depending on how they did it in the show, I can easily see how it would be disrespectful to these.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't be disrespectful to their sensibilities, it would be disrespectful to their general intelligence. It's like,
To your
like,
right.
I have follow the show, I play the game, and the game very clearly let me draw my own
Yeah,
conclusions
correct,
about this
yes.
character. Now here's your chance to fill up on that ambiguity, let the rest of the world see what the rest of the fandom is seeing, or you can present your argument for why it is this way.
Yeah, exactly.
And in that situation, you have to be upfront.
Yeah.
In that situation, you have to be upfront with it and just be honest. If you're honest with it, I don't think a lot of people care.
Yeah, but the fact that I heard that he wasn't honest about that kind of pissed me off even more. I'm like,
it's like that. It's like how to put it here? When you're going with something, oh, that's time. Okay. When you're dealing with something as I hate to say it's controversial as sense of relationship, which it really shouldn't be. It should just be a thing that exists.
yeah,
But when you're doing something as controversial as that is right now, you don't trick somebody into it. You lead them along.
yeah,
You have to walk those types of introduce them to it. And the best way to do it with a relationship is the same way that was done when introducing more and more black characters, when introducing more and more minority characters and women leads into narratives. You have to introduce that this is a possibility that can happen, and then slowly but surely put in the legwork slash foundation to endear us to the character, as well, because then you will inevitably endear them to the idea that this is who they are, and then you'll be okay. And then the audience should hopefully be okay with it. The fact that you did that tells you that you had no faith in your storytelling ability to actually faithfully / maturely depict it, and you had no faith that your audience would be willing to handle it. In a lot of instances, like what happened with the Heartless situation, you may have just ended up doing more harm than good.
yeah,
And that would be, in my opinion, your greatest failure. Is that in trying to bring awareness to the issue, or in trying to make kind of add more representation, whatever it is, to the story. And kind of being more representation to it, you may have just made the situation much, much worse. And the last thing you want to do is basically be your own witness. And that's not too simple.
yeah, no, yeah.
Still alive.
So yeah. And again, I haven't seen the episode, so I have no real firm opinion on it.
When we watch it, when we watch the series, I'm saying for me, I'm going to step to the side on episode 3. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Because again, I need to basically have an informed opinion on it. But as it is right now, given what I've seen trends-wise in entertainment, hearing what the director had to say about his reasoning for putting this scene in there, his reasoning for why he directed the scene like that. Look here, right, real quick. No, that's just
Yeah.
Okay. And all that stuff, I am not confident that that particular issue was handled with maturity and grace and subtlety that it needed to in order for that scene or for that particular message to work.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, but
Thank you.
I think that's it.
Good job.
Nothing nuclear yet.
Wood.
Still got the wood.
Ah!
And bringing it right back down. Oh, man.
That's fine.
Because again, there are very few stories I've seen in
Hold up. I got a key for that gate.
2010s
Yeah.
where that particular kind of subject matter has been handled any kind of delicate.
Yeah.
I can count on one hand the kind of stories I've seen where they've done something like that, and I'm just like, oh,
No, runners.
okay. I can count on one hand the number of times I've seen that particular narrative done, and done to where it's like, yes, this I am 100% behind. It could not be done any other way.
Yeah.
I can understand why it was any social situation, any social context, I just don't trust most modern directors to get it right. I just don't.
Yeah, I think. Well, actually, hold on. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
With Ellie, with her character, do you already know about her? As far as as far as seeing her right now. What?
Yeah, I know because when the DLC first came out, that was made a big issue of.
Oh.
And it wasn't like everybody's like celebrating. It was right wing media getting upset that they depicted a 14-year-old interested in sex.
Yeah, well, I mean, like for me, so.
And I'm gonna say it right now, at 14, 15, and 16,
Yeah.
that's when you're figuring yourself out. I
Yeah,
can believe that.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, that was what I was getting ready to say. It didn't feel forced to me because I understood the reasoning behind it.
Yeah.
It had a reasoning to why you put it in the game.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that. See, I enjoy Ellie's character. I understand the reasoning. So if they're gonna show it, I have no problem with that.
No. I will say the caveat is I don't know how the story played out
No,
with
no.
that type of scenario.
No.
I just know that when it came out, everybody made a big deal about it. I'm like, if it's bad, I'll bring it. I'll make my decision. But if it's not bad, then I don't see what the big deal was.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm just saying for me, I didn't see any problem with it because I understood the reasoning for it.
Yeah.
So it didn't bother me. So I understood why they put it in the game and in the story, and it made sense.
Like, here's something that again, I want to do Cyberpunk 2077. And there are, because they actually give you a couple of interesting options.
I did see that on somebody's stream one time. It gave you the option of doing this.
No, well, not so much that. I know about the character creation and whatnot. That's a completely separate issue right there. I might be very careful because you do not have a good track with these guys.
Yeah.
But I know that they have it set to where how you create your character will inadvertently have an effect on your character's love life. Like one of the characters is straight up one of the characters you can romance is straight up gay, and she's straight up a lesbian. And there's no way around that. And one of the characters is actually trans. And I'm interested in seeing how that pans out because again, despite what people have said about the game's launch quality, a lot of people do consistently say that the story is actually pretty good. And a lot of characters are memorable and exciting, and none of them are bad. So I'm interested to see how this character is. Because again, this character, when I saw the character, I legit thought, and I forget what gender the character transitioned into.
Yeah.
I would assume it's the woman because that's usually like the big one right there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind getting to that point because again, I want to see how they do it because I can only think of one other game that I know of where one of the characters is outright trans.
Okay.
And it's one of the Dragon Age games.
Okay.
Now I have no interest in playing Dragon Age.
Yeah.
Because it's not because Dragon Age is like a bad game. It's hard fantasy, and I have a very hard time getting into hard fantasy. And for those of you who don't know what hard fantasy is basically Harry Potter. There is no science in it whatsoever. It is 100% magic, dragons, scrolls, tomes, the whole 9 yards.
Gotcha.
And that is much harder for me to get into than science fantasy.
Interesting.
I.e. Star Wars. Now, granted, BioWare's the Dragon Age sister game that BioWare worked on, Mass Effect, is a hard science fiction. So it's 100% science. There is an element where you could say it is a form of magic, but it's based in science. Well, at least that will is a form of science to justify its existence.
This way. It's tied on the other side.
What about going through here?
What, the doggy door?
Ellie could do it.
Exactly.
Very careful.
Of course.
But yeah,
Maybe you should have
again.
given her a gun.
Okay, Bill.
You're both like, yeah, maybe you should let her do it.
There's more of those clicker things inside the house.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you probably hear them.
Okay, I got two
Ain't
shakes.
seen us yet.
Which means you got
Stay
four,
down.
which means you got 4 steps. But yeah, it's like I want to play 2077 because I want to see because given the setting of 2077, how again it's a cyberpunk. So
Yeah.
the idea of what makes a human all this technology that can make you basically change your form and all that stuff. I would like to see it because that is a setting where the idea of a transgender individual can legitimately be explored to its fullest extent, assuming that the story is mature enough to handle it with some kind of grace and subtlety.
Yeah.
Because 9 times out of 10, it's either it's like this, deal with it, which again is wasting potential, or it's played for a joke, which I think personally it doesn't need to be.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, as long as it has a good story and everything, I'll be interested in the story. Now again, I would say this: will I support it? No, but if it's a good story, I'm intrigued.
Yeah,
I'm intrigued. That's just how I feel. Like I said, if it's a good story, I will pay 100% attention to it, no matter who's in it.
But what was the saying? We don't like you don't have to agree with it, but you should at least respect.
I respect it, and then and see, the thing with people that they don't understand with me is I don't have a problem with that community. My thing is they can do whatever they want to. It's just that it feels forced on certain things to me, and that I don't appreciate.
And honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I think the reason why that's the case is because of and I know he's not going to get political, but it's going to be a little. I'm going to try to keep it brief and not be too overt with it. But in recent days, there's been an active push in America by a specific political community.
Although I got some idea.
You guys know who it is.
Yeah.
Don't act like you don't. Those who don't act like it, you probably are part of the community who don't want to do anything bad.
Yeah.
Who are actively trying to make being anything other than what they ideally think is American illegal, i.e., banning Black History, banning the acknowledgement that maybe there might be
What's that? Shotgun.
Maybe it might be like a trans community or a gay community, just banning anything that goes against what they want, which is ironic because they don't want the government telling you what to do, but they want the government to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
There's been an active push to try to demonize, dehumanize, ban, just
you got a second?
make.
Not right now, Ellie.
Boy's Diary.
Okay.
Well, Ellie wants to talk about it.
Oh.
Okay, anyway, wait, you can go and pull that one up again. Anyway, but yeah, it's like it's been an active push to basically make being anything other than what's considered American illegal.
Yeah.
And as a result, I feel that a lot of people who again, I think rightfully so, who feel like they need to do something to bring awareness to this, and they need to do something to make this an issue known to people so that way they can help to hopefully curb this.
Yeah.
Which I do 100% agree with. They go too far.
Yeah.
To the point of it being actively disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like again, look what happened with Hogwarts Legacy. A lot of people that were
There's that truck sticking out of the school right there. Come on.
There are a lot of people who were demonized, attacked, doxxed, harassed. They weren't people who were actively going after these people. They were people who would consider themselves to be friendly to the community, actively wanting to help the community, don't want to harm, they want to be fun and inclusive and calm and all that stuff. Those people were attacked just for wanting to play a game that meant so much, that was from an IP that meant so much to their childhood. And then you have some people coming in who more likely aren't part of that community, because even that community wanted to play the Hogwarts Legacy game, but they felt like they couldn't because they were scared of what other people would do to them.
Yeah.
These are people who are part of that community that the people harassing and they want to defend.
Yeah.
And they went after them in the most vicious and horrific ways, even resorting to the same rhetoric by people they would consider to be enemies to that community. They would use the same rhetoric on these people. Some people, it is honestly to see, but I feel like some people take their desire to help out to such an extent that they end up doing way more harm. And you gotta be careful about that, because there are a lot of people in the world right now who are actually trying to curtail are actually trying to force I don't mean what we're talking about. I mean force this idea of there was never slavery in America.
Oh,
there was
yeah.
never any prisons in America.
Of course.
And that it don't exist and slavery don't exist. They're trying to force this narrative down people's throats. So I feel like the reaction to it is to force that yes, these people do exist. This did happen. But in doing so, you lose the nuance. You lose what makes stories like that so powerful. You lose what potentially makes it interesting and what actually surrounds the mind. And that is you lose that only comes with being being smart with the story, being what's the word?
Being smart about what your decisions.
Yeah, being smart with decisions and being respectful of your audience. And when you do that, you might end up doing the good you want to do. If that makes sense.
You know,
I know I kind of rambled a bit there.
No, but I get what you're saying. Yeah.
And again, there are people that I have
In that community.
Well, that was easier
in
than
that community, and some people who are
Must be holding
against that
somewhere
community.
else.
But
Well,
their ultimate,
let's not test our luck.
but ultimately
How do we get
the
inside?
takeaway from the competition
Someone
was,
left a ladder on
while
the
I don't agree with it,
Here, get me up there.
I can't do anything to stop it, and it's not my business to do anything to stop it.
Yeah, of course.
Because again, I think they realize that if you say you're okay with taking away one community, stopping one community, or oppressing one community, you are okay with every community being ostracized.
Yeah.
And I'm just not there with that.
Thanks, Bill.
Especially with what's going on down there. Especially with what's going on. That's why I'm probably never gonna go to war, like ever again.
No.
Not until they fix. Not until
We're
the jackass in charge down there gets
to the
taken
hood
out.
of the truck.
Yeah.
Because he has actively made it illegal to fly.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Shit, you hear that?
Like to the point where
Oh shit. Let's
We're
go.
gonna get in quick. We're gonna get the battery. We're gonna get the hell out of here.
Oh, Bill, I need you to hurry up. Bill, I need you to hurry up.
The door's locked.
Jesus. Bill.
We have to get inside and get the battery. Come on, Bill.
God, come on, Joe. Woo.
That's not gonna hold.
Bill, make it fast.
I really get shot.
Grab this.
Get me.
Please tell me you're done.
Oh shit.
It's empty. What? Fucking empty.
Guys!
Bill, where to? Bill, where? Anywhere but here. You made the hallways. Come on.
That's the only time I've seen Bill scared.
Yeah. It was like it didn't go to plan. He had a plan for what to do to get it in and get out, but now it's not there. So what happened to him?
I have no idea.
Let's we'll sneak out the back.
So that means that someone else came through when he wasn't
Yeah,
looking and took that
yeah,
battery.
before him, yeah.
Be my guest.
Let me see this. So we got a runner and a clicker. Let me do it this way.
Anyway, I hope that clarifies.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, it does.
My feelings on doing these kind of sensitive subjects. You can, and I 100% encourage it. But you gotta be smart. You can't just do what you're doing.
Oh yeah, no. I have a reason for it.
That is, I hope this isn't like what happened in Half-Life. When we get on the Half-Life 2, I'll tell you what I mean, but it is horrific when you realize the implications of it.
Oh, I believe it. Like, when you're talking about it, I believe it.
Like, I didn't realize it until someone pointed it out to me, because again, when I was young, I just went through the game, did my thing, and didn't think about it. But when they point out, like, when they actually sat down, got into the fandom, and started looking more through it,
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? Let me ask you this question. I know you do a lot of horror writing, but Do you think you'll ever like branch out from horror? And
Yeah,
if
no.
so, do you think you'll end up touching upon stuff like that in your writing?
I probably will, but I will have to do more research to understand it. But it's just, I the honest truth, like, uh,
The truth is, it's friendly fire because you basically full blasted right in the bill.
yeah, and I know that I'll like for me, I'll probably do romance. I can probably see myself doing romance and everything. But the thing is, as far as with that subject, I probably will not because I just have no interest in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm being honest. I just don't have an interest in it, so I'm not going to force myself to.
Which I think is probably the best option because at that point you run the risk of making something terrible and insensitive, and that's the last.
Yeah, exactly. Because like, so I'll put it this way: if I make movies like, the Keanu Reeves romance film with him and Sandra Bullock, Lake House, I would do that. I'll do something like that, or The Bow. I'll do something like that. I'm big on romance films like that. I watch them. I seen them. I'll do them.
More on the way.
But
But
anything else, I probably would not subject myself to. I'm just not interested.
like I was thinking about a few of the stories I do. What? Fuck. Hi, Temple Blubber. How you doing? Seed bomb.
What?
Ellie, take cover.
I got this.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no, we got a boomer. Let me guess. That's a tank that takes a lot of ammo to take care of.
Yes, it does.
And I'm going to assume you can't get out here, so you have to kill it.
Yep, correct.
And I'm going to assume it is a very terrifying one hit.
Yes, it is.
So don't run near it. Bill, you call that a shot. But yeah, I think for me, because a lot of times I kill, I would have to venture into that territory, so I'm going to have to do my research.
Yeah.
But I wrote to myself, unless I'm certain I can do this with proper respect and proper maturity, I am not touching a 10-foot pole.
Yeah.
Like, at all. I'm going to leave it as ambiguous as I can until I know I can make paint into or at least
Yeah,
make
understandable. That's understandable though.
Yeah, again, it's better that if you don't know what's going on,
Yeah.
don't try to
Yeah.
tell them. Because you could have what happened with the Wachowskis and
Woo! Oh yeah.
Jupiter Ascension. Because
old boy in there. Yeah, old boy in there, right? And Jupiter Ascending, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They did that movie?
The I don't think they both did. I know the one because I think at this point it's known that both Wachowskis have transitioned to being female.
Yeah.
I forget which one it was first.
Yeah.
But the first one that transitioned to being female, their first movie was to do Jupiter Ascending.
Okay.
And it received a lot of criticism for not having a well-written female lead. So it was a case of they couldn't being a female, tried to write one, and it just came off as if they didn't know how to write a woman at all. So and I think it was like fresh off them transitioning. So I think what they should have done, they should have waited a little bit more for writing that movie and going into it. Because apparently there are decent parts to that movie. It's just that
No, it
that
is.
was one of the big flaws. The movie from what I
And
understand.
here's the crazy part. I actually liked that movie. It was entertaining.
Effective for a long
That's
time.
interesting. 'Cause a lot of people don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it wouldn't. I'm gonna say it was not.
Got it.
It was not the best,
Yeah.
but it was entertaining somewhat. So I had a good time with it.
Oh, so this bloater was just sitting inside this room, just from what I'm getting at in here.
Yeah, as you can tell, look at that. He's just
So it just grew on the wall, and I guess the noise woke it up.
yes. Now we
Let's go, people.
So yeah, I mean that's just a general writing lesson for anybody. If
Yeah.
you don't know about a subject,
Yeah, don't
broach it.
Yeah.
You know, or at least if you're going to broach it, try to broach it in a universal way.
Oh jeez. That's fine. up, Bill?
Fucking hate those things.
Yeah, me too, Ellie.
All right, you got him. Let's go.
Ooh, baby.
This way. We're sitting ducks here.
There's another ladder over here.
Keep going. I'm right behind you.
Yeah, I'm gonna hurry. Woo!
Inside the house now.
So that worked out well.
I don't know.
Okay, I'll go check out this side of the house.
Bill?
Somebody had the same idea. They stole my shit.
Well, then what the hell is plan B?
You ought to be thankful you're still drawing breath. That was plan A, B, C, all the way to fucking Z. And furthermore, tell Tess that she could take this job.
Don't you bring Tess
She
into
can
this.
shove it right up her
nothing to
twat.
do with... Jesus. What, you know this guy or something?
Frank.
Who the hell's Frank?
He was my partner. He's the only idiot that would wear a shirt like that.
Damn.
He's got bites. Here. And
Let's break it down.
I reckon he didn't want to turn, so he...
yeah, I guess not.
So it's interesting. So Cora says if you kill yourself, it
Well,
won't
fuck
happen
him.
No.
at all.
Yeah.
Interesting. You deny it away to feed itself. Does that mean that he's
Look
still
what I
alive?
found.
But technically
It's got
still
some juice
alive.
in it.
That's my battery.
Huh.
Fucking asshole.
Frank had the same idea.
Get
Trying
out.
to leave?
Get out.
Okay. Jeez.
I love this chemistry between him and Ellie. That's funny.
Battery's drained, but cells are alive.
Meaning?
Meaning, we push it, get it started, and the alternator will recharge the battery.
Yeah.
Is that your guess?
Look, you wanted a plan B. This is as good as it gets.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Brad knows about cars.
What do you think?
I'm Brad has to be with me. I'm telling you right now. Like
You
I will help Brad get parts, but I have to have Brad.
So
Brad.
hit pause real quick. So for those of y'all, here's a bit of a history lesson for you. So my grandmother left me a car. My first car. My first car was a Cadillac. One day, after I had just gotten it fixed, it goes dead on me halfway up the street. I found out that the alternator had died. What the alternator does, it is a piece of the car that actively charges the battery while it's running.
Yeah.
So your battery doesn't drain as fast as it could.
Yeah.
When it's dead, you won't know it until the battery's gone. But it also helps regulate your system memory in newer cars. So your central control hub, your touch screen, your radio channels, your clock, your anti-lock brake system, all of that is controlled via your alternator.
Yeah.
If that thing goes dead, your battery will power it, but it won't regulate it. So if either one of those things go dead, you're basically screwed. Alternator on most cars are easy to change. Newer cars, they have like this whole like metal plate on the engine now, where they basically force you to go to the dealership. Like I could probably work on a car 2005 and older.
Yeah.
Anything newer, probably not going to happen that easily. Anyway.
Jesus. That's more of my stuff.
So was Frank trying to leave him behind?
So what? You just gonna steal my shit and run off? Is
Yeah.
it, Frank?
Solid.
You should probably search the house. I'm sure there's more supplies.
It's a good idea.
Let me know when you're ready to finish this thing.
I'll give you a holler.
So that means you gotta probably go back and you get a surgeon. So basically, Frank set up shop here, right next to the school,
Yeah.
and probably made excursions to and from until he could get the battery, and he eventually did,
Yeah.
but he got bit while doing it.
Yeah.
But how long ago was this?
I have no idea.
Because from the way Bill talks, and from the way the body looked, it looked like this happened fairly recently. Well, Bill, I doubt you'd ever find this note because you were too scared to ever make it to this part of town. Wait, Lincoln Marine was. But if for some reason you did, I want you to know I hated your guts. I grew tired of this shitty town and your set in your ways attitude. I wanted more from life than this, and you could never get that. And that stupid battery you kept moaning about. I got it. I guess you were right. Trying to leave this town will kill me. Still, better than spending another day with you. Good luck, Frank.
Damn.
Ooh, okay. I want to know that's the extent of our knowledge of Frank, so... Can you get that note back up again?
Yep.
Because it sounds like this note is the crux of that man's argument. I wanted more from life than this, and you could never get that. Okay, still ambiguous. Okay, still ambiguous. If the note I say you could never give me that,
Yeah.
then that makes it.
Correct.
So,
Yeah.
So this one is more ambiguous than anything else.
Yeah. So you see what I mean, though, right? Like
Yeah.
that's how I see. That's why I got pissed off with.
Yeah, I
with
can see it going either way, but again, if it was with more subtlety, more build up to make it clear that this is just this art director's interpretation of this relationship, it could be better. But it sounds like he threw subtlety out the window and just made it a surprise.
Yeah.
Bill, I found this in there, and I figured you should have it.
Well, that's how you feel. Well, fuck you too, Frank. Fucking idiot. You ready to go?
So yeah, Frank was trying to cut and run.
You gonna be okay with this?
Yeah, not a problem.
You're doing it.
Well, I'm about to drive when I was 8.
Oh, for real?
You should
Yeah.
know that.
Wow.
What
What
would
was you
happen
done
is
with
that
this?
my dad used to work. I forget what it was, but he would come home around the evening at one point,
Yeah.
and
All right, let's do it.
what would happen is he would pull up next to me at the top of the hill where we live,
Yeah.
and he would let me sit in the driver's seat
first.
and steer the car into the driveway.
Already did it.
Keep your foot on the clutch. And when we get to
I know how to pop a clutch.
Oh,
how the hell did you know what? I don't care. Just don't fuck it up.
All right, Ellie, get ready.
How you? You know what? I don't care.
Hit it! Hey, good job, kid.
dang.
That's the only compliment you get from Bill.
I think Bill would have liked Ellie a little bit. I do have one question.
Yes.
If Bill built an entire mass, well, no, I take it back. It sounds like this part is how he never got.
Oh no, yeah.
Well, I'm about to say, if you built so many barriers, how the hell did all these damn effects get into place?
Yeah.
That's a factor.
Look, we just make it to the hill. Just get it over the edge.
Around that house. To your right.
Damn it.
Honestly, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing the last of us show, just to see how
Don't have much time. Back to pushing.
Yeah.
Really? Fuck my day up. You know, Joel.
Yeah, I'm saying is like, you think he's trying to basically die, it turns out he's trying to get away from you.
Son of a bitch! Get her to the hill.
First.
Yep. Well,
Moment to left.
All right, Ellie, get ready.
I got everything. Yeah, got her. Yeah. Push is hard.
All right, Ellie, start it up.
Joe is hooking.
Hear that sound, Bill?
Yeah. Well, that means you back to hear it too.
Oh no.
Go, Lord!
Ellie, hurry up. Good Lord. I'm just saying, but in that moment,
you gotta shift the clutch. Like a car with a clutch in it is not an easy thing to
I
drive.
fucking hate shift cars. I never drove. I only drove one time years ago. I never.
Keep it running, all right?
I
love stick shifts.
What is with me right stick shift? I don't like it.
because stick shifts, they're just a lot more fun to drive. A manual cars, automatic cars I can get. You just want to just drive.
Yeah.
But you're trying to like enjoy yourself on the road. A stick shift, you make more fun.
Okay.
Here.
What's this?
You'd be amazed at how many cars still got gas in them.
Appreciate it. Look, Bill, about your buddy back there, that's a tough deal. And
We square.
we're square.
And get the fuck out of my town.
So what happened between Joel and Bill? That's my question.
Yeah. I will say because I'm not spoiling anything. They don't really go into depth with that. They just they just keep it simple. I think they would. Actually, no. They kind of explain it in the Bill and Frank story in the show, but I just completely bypassed it and all that.
Oh, man.
Hey, what happened to sleeping?
Okay, I know it doesn't look like it, but this here is not a bad read. Only one problem. Right there. To be continued. I hate cliffhangers.
Where did you get that?
Family bills. I mean, all this stuff was just lying there.
What else did you get?
Well,
Ellie got better.
here.
Let's get
This
Yeah.
makes you all nostalgic.
You know, that is actually before my time. That is a winner, though.
Oh my god.
Oh, geez, man.
Well, better than nothing.
Think that is before my time?
I'm sure your friend will be missing this tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Light on the reading, but it's got some interesting photos.
Now, Ellie, that ain't for kids.
Whoa!
Oh, Frank
How,
is gay.
how the hell would he even walk around with that thing?
Get rid of that.
Look, hold
Just-
your horses. I want to see what all the fuss is about.
So Frank is gay.
Why are these all
Okay.
stuck together?
Um,
I'm just fucking with you. Bye-bye, dude.
Why else would we have an all-male magazine?
Yeah, exactly. But my whole point is it was a torch. You know what I'm saying?
So basically, if you were ambiguous on the relationship,
You know
this
what?
one basically
Yeah.
nails the hammer home.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good. It's like you got you're basically running the. That's how you get people to come to that conclusion.
Okay, yeah, so yeah.
That's a better way
Yeah.
to do
Okay.
it.
Okay. So okay. So
Oh god.
so that's what I mean. In the game, it made sense why they did that. The show, they ain't do it that way.
So basically, they have the whole scene.
well, perfect.
Now what?
Screw it.
So basically, they have the whole scene set up to make you basically question what you're
Correct.
what you're seeing.
Yeah, correct.
And then when you think you got a grasp on it, they throw that little
Yeah.
wrinkle in there.
Yes.
Where you're like, wait, was it?
Yeah.
Easy. Holy shit. Are we gonna help him?
Put your seatbelt on, Ellie.
Well, what about the guy?
He ain't even hurt.
Alone and forsaken by fate and
They took a whole ass bus?
Yeah.
So something tells me that Joel's been in this situation or he did something like this, so he knows the trick.
Yeah.
How else do you call it out? Also,
Okay.
we're probably gonna have to call it
Okay.
here.
Yeah, exactly. So, I was just going to say it too. Like, I'm gonna pause here real quick. Yeah, I can pause here. So, I'm going to save it here, guys, and then tomorrow.
Well, let's let the.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I would say let's let the cutscene play out and then we can pick it up from there.
All right, sounds good. Let me just overwrite this save data real quick.
Over, you chicken shit!
Oh my God.
That dude looks agony.
Yeah. Woo!
Dang.
Show you.
Yeah, we're gonna stay up discussing.
Yeah.
What's wrong with these guys?
Catch your breath. We're leaving.
Okay. Watch out!
All right. So we're gonna stop here.
Yeah, what's up here?
We're gonna stop here, and then tomorrow on Tuesday.
Go ahead, save again.
On Tuesday. Oh, sorry, tomorrow. Jesus Christ.
Tomorrow is Tuesday.
Yeah. I'll
You're
be
not
playing.
wrong.
Yeah, I'll be playing this tomorrow. So, and stay tuned for that.
But yeah, I'm just my closing thoughts on this.
Yeah.
Again, that was a much better way to reveal Bill's the way that
Yeah.
Bill swung.
Yeah.
However, I will say this: now that I know we don't find out what his beef with Joel is, that again is very disappointing. But I understand that this game, that's not the point of this game. And
Yeah.
I get that Bill's not gonna be a recurring character.
Yeah.
Hopefully the next game will. Actually, no way. I know what happens in the next game because they got spoiled for me back in 2014. But again, some of the stuff I would have liked to see expanded upon.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Thanks for joining, guys. We'll see y'all tomorrow to see where this goes.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Deuces.